In this video, Kevin and I are going to go over our favorite foods from the month of January. Believe it or not, I do not have one dislike in here. Not one dislike in the pile. So for those of you that look forward to hearing about the dislikes, we don't have any, which is a good thing. Some of you are like, I hope you have a month with no dislikes. Well, I'm sure there were things that we wouldn't buy again, but nothing that we like hated, that was like disgusting, you know? So I'm gonna start off, Asma had sent us these peanuts. She actually sent them way back, and with some Old Bay flavored peanuts from Virginia Diner, and we had already reviewed, Kevin and Ander had already reviewed the Old Bay, so I put these with something else. These were the butter toasted peanuts. Phenomenal.
Yeah, they're really good.
Anytime you can get a peanut
it's coated in sugar, yeah, why not?
Why not? Just do it.
I mean, really.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you this too. This is the Vachon billet log. Eliza sent us these, and I believe we had actually reviewed these a long time ago, but then we hadn't had them in a while, and Eliza was kind enough to send them again. Vachon is a very well-known brand in Canada, and they have some excellent like flaky pastry things, and I love their millefeuille and their Miami, and they make the what is it called, like a passion flaky. They do a really good job with their snack cakes.
Yeah, their pastries are really good.
Yeah, if you are in Canada and you can get the Vachon brand, consider yourself lucky, because even at places like Jungle Jim's International Market and like World Market that sells a lot of foods from different places, we have never seen the Vachon brand. I look for it all the time and do not see it, because that millefeuille specifically, love it. So thank you, Eliza, for sending us that.
Do we do a couple?
Sure.
Okay, these are both ice creams. They're different brands, but one is the Lotus Biscoff. It's the cookie and cookie butter ice cream bars. Those were excellent. The coating, I remember the coating just being really good, because they had little cookie pieces. And this one was the same way. This one was the haagen-dazs dulce de leche.
The churro,
yeah. And they had that little bit of a churro flavor too, but the crunchy outside, the pieces of cookie on the outside were just excellent. So both of those are really
That's
good.
the key with both of those, is that crunchy.
Yeah, the coating with those little crunchy cookie pieces or whatever, they were excellent.
If they could find a way to just make like a bar of that, just the crunchy.
They could make candy bars out of that.
Oh my gosh, they could. Frozen candy bars with no ice cream in the middle.
Yeah, don't put any ice cream, just good topping.
Just the stuff.
Just the coating on the outside.
That would be awesome.
But you wouldn't even need ice cream. It would just be a candy bar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right, and it truly would be phenomenal.
And I would buy them. Or I would buy at least a few of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have two things that were sent to us from Matthew, two completely different things. Matthew changed my mind on the panettone, because
At least some of them.
At least these. This is the Baduco, and it's panettone bites. And they were fudge covered panettone bites, and they were excellent. They were very good. And I've never had panettone. Maybe it was helpful for it to be in a bite size rather than like a slice of bread. But these were wonderful. And then Matthew also sent us their Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix, but this was a gluten-free mix. So honestly, it hasn't mattered to us whether it was regular mix, gluten-free mix.
No, the texture was good, and and the flavors were still good.
Yes, but a lot of people said, hey, I'm so glad, because some gluten-free things just don't, especially, the bread products don't.
They don't have a good texture.
No, they don't. These did.
Yeah, those were really good.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I appreciate Matthew for letting us try those.
Yeah, I remember them. They had a very similar texture to like a biscuit.
Yeah, they were nice.
Do you want me to do something else?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we got 3 drinks.
2 of them are the same company. Yeah. These are both the Rocket Fizz. Rocket Fizz, this is the blue cream, and this is the key lime.
Yeah, those are really good. And this one is the Boots caramel apple. And I think probably out of the ones, I think I like the caramel apple
caramel
probably about as good as any of them.
We found all three of these at Jungle Jim's International Market. They have an excellent selection of
Drinks,
beverages,
stuff, yeah.
drinks. But if you don't have a Jungle Jim's around you and you have a Cracker Barrel, Cracker Barrel has a good selection of drinks.
Even World Market has some drinks. They don't have a lot, but they do have some.
They do have a good selection, though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
They really do.
Yeah. So we tried a bunch of drinks. These are just
those are the ones that made the favorites.
Yeah.
So then I have two items that are Kentucky made. So this is the Buffalo Trace Distillery Bourbon Brittle, but it's made by Rebecca Ruth. Now, it's funny because Kevin and Andrew did a blind taste test of bourbon balls. And just spoiler alert, the Rebecca Ruth bourbon balls were the best out of
not
all.
even a comparison.
No. The shame of it is, and I said this during that video, whenever I have sent bourbon balls to anybody in the mail, the easiest ones to get a hold of are Ruth Hunt. Those were almost the bottom of the barrel. The Ruth Hunt. From now on, if I want to send bourbon balls to somebody, I'm sending them Rebecca Ruth. It was excellent. I need to make up my mind that I'm going to have to drive to Frankfurt if I need to, because that's where they're at.
They sold them at the liquor barn. That's where we bought them.
That's where we bought those, was the liquor barn?
Yeah, all kinds of them.
Because Rebecca Ruth, I love their candy anyway. We have a video on the channel of where we went on a tour through there. They do a good job, and they're very, very underrated, I think. I think most people know the name Ruth Hunt. They don't know Rebecca Ruth.
I think Ruth Hunt's just been more, they've marketed themselves well as far as in stores locally.
Right.
Whereas Rebecca Ruth.
Ruth, I'm telling you, if you are in Kentucky or somewhere where you can get Rebecca Ruth, that's what you need to be eating.
Very good.
And that's bourbon balls, that's chocolate, whatever. But this is the bourbon brittle, and it had Buffalo Trace bourbon in it. I loved it. Thought it was awesome. I love me a good brittle anyway. And then this is the Gethsemane Trappist Kentucky Bourbon Handmade Chocolate Fudge. This was as expensive as can be. It was like $24 for this fudge. Somebody left me a comment and said, hey, it's only $15 on their website. That's true, but you have to get it shipped. By the time you get it shipped, there's no telling how much it would cost. We did find this at Liquor Barn. It was excellent fudge. Would I pay $24 for it again? Absolutely not, but it was fun to try that one. It made really the favorite. It was good, yeah. Okay.
I've got that. Here, I'll let you talk about it, because really that was yours.
Kevin said I should have put these in my pile. I try to make the pile so that I'm not talking too much, but these were really my favorite. These are the Aunt Bessie's Crispy and Fluffy Roasties. And
Tammy absolutely loved them. I thought they were okay. I really didn't think they had much flavor. I mean, it was just really potatoes.
They don't have a ton of flavor.
I would rather make my own the little small potatoes. I'd rather chop those up and put oil and nature seasoning and stuff like that in them and just bake those than to have those.
Right.
But they were good.
I like the texture of these and everything is different from any potato that we've tried in America.
They are.
So somebody said, don't you all have potatoes like that over here? Not like these specifically. These are very specifically made to where...
They have almost like a coating on the outside.
Yes, there's a coating, and that coating is absolutely terrific. I like them with ketchup. So that's probably like an abomination in the UK. I don't know how they're eating them in the UK, but I like them with ketchup. I think they were really good. We bought 2 bags of them at Jungle Jim's. I'm glad we did. I said at the time, I wish we had gotten more. I'm glad we didn't get more, because I don't need to be eating this many. Because Kevin and I are literally halving this bag of potatoes. And it's a lot of potatoes, and I just don't need to be eating that many potatoes, but now I loved them.
And like I said, I liked them. I just didn't like them as much as Tammy did. Okay, these are the Tim Tams. These were the Murray River Salted Caramel.
Yes. They're so
very, very, very good. I mean, Tim Tams are good anyway in general, but I think these caramel ones were like the best ones I've had in the Tim Tams.
I've received many comments under that Tim Tam video saying that the best Tim Tams are the, I think they call them double coated. So I went on Amazon and I looked to see, could I order double coated? Because I'm thinking I could get double coated salted caramel.
Right.
I could get double coated white chocolate, dark chocolate. The only ones that I see double coated are like just the regular chocolate ones. But they say that the double coated are the best. So it would be neat if they made all different, like double coated everything, and then you could get those. And then they probably wouldn't make the regular ones anymore, but they're supposed to be really good. These, I'm surprised, when we did the video of these are the Sour Patch Kids bites. This is the watermelon, and this was the all different flavors. I never expected to put these in favorites. These are dangerous, I will tell you that right now. Can never buy them again, can't keep them in the house, can't have them in the cabinet, because I will eat the bag. They are, the texture, the flavor, they're very, very small.
Sour Patch is one of my favorite ones of this kind of candy.
And Ashley loves Sour Patch Kids. Yeah. And when we reviewed them, I thought, oh, we'll share these with Ashley. Ashley didn't get any, so yeah, sure, we'll have to.
I think she's had the watermelon bites before.
I'm sure she's had. Yeah. I had you think she tried the little bites?
I don't know about the bites. I know she's
That's
had
what
the
I'm saying.
watermelon
I know
bites.
she's had both of these, but in these bites, this is what made these different, was they were so small. And I love the little bitty small pieces. So those were just terrific.
These are the
Manos.
Manos thin crust pita strips. This is the garlic sea salt. I remember these. These were really, they're like almost like tortilla chips, where they were pita, they were bread. Like.
Yes.
But the flavors are really, really good too. This is the one we said would have been really good on salads or anything, something like that.
We found those at GFS, and they're just phenomenal.
And we've seen them somewhere else since then, but I can't remember where.
Was it like HomeGoods or someplace?
I don't remember. I truly just don't remember. It could have been Meyer for all I remember. But,
I don't remember.
But they're excellent.
Then I've got a pile here from Maria, so I'm just going to show you everything. These were all marzipan. So this one was walnut, and then we have rum, and then we have pineapple. All of these walnut, rum, raisin, and pineapple.
Weren't these like the logs almost?
Yeah,
they're tubes. Or
they're called marzipan bread. Is what Maria called.
They're rounded on top.
Yeah. And Maria's in Berlin, Germany, if I didn't say that. So she sent us a ton of stuff. And these, I just love marzipan, so those were a huge hit. These were awesome. These are the Dubucular cola. These are sticks. And I wrote on the back, awesome texture and flavor cola sticks, because they have like crystal, like sugar crystals.
Yeah, it's like crystallized lemon in them.
Oh.
But the cola flavor was so strong that really the lemon was good, but it wasn't like overtaken.
These would be my obsession if we sold them here.
Yeah, they were really good.
Truly, because they're
you wouldn't think cola and chocolate, but they were really good.
And then these are the rum truffle and the orange wafer hearts from Manor.
Manor's a good brand.
They're made in Austria, but of course Maria's sending them from Germany. I love both of these. It's just a matter of what are you in the mood for? Are you in the mood for rum, or are you in the mood for orange? Because they were both absolutely top-notch quality, terrific.
They were good. All right, I've got a bunch of stuff over here.
That's okay.
Here, you can do that.
Well, you're the one that liked those.
These are the Snyder of Berlin, not Snyder of Hanover, Snyder of Berlin. These are the cheddar and sour cream potato chips, and I ended up finishing this bag off, and it's a big bag too. But they're the ruffle cut. They remind you of the sour cream and onion a little bit, of sour cream and cheddar, but they were a little stronger onion flavor than ours is. Or not onion, cheddar flavor than ours was. Yeah, they were just really, really good.
These are the Ghirardelli Squares Milk Chocolate Caramel Brownie. Ghirardelli, you can't go wrong with Ghirardelli.
Yeah, most of it's really good.
You know, any Ghirardelli you get, it's not going to be bad. So, you know, this one specifically made it to favorites, but honestly, you're not going to go wrong buying any of them. Then we have the Betty Crocker Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is made with Cinnadust cake mix. We also have to brag on the frosting.
Honestly, the frosting was the best part.
The frosting was the best part. So,
but
yeah.
we couldn't save that.
Well, yeah, we couldn't save that because it was messy, all that. So, but the frosting, they still have it, at least at our Walmart, they do. I hope it's not a limited edition because
yeah, they should keep it all the time.
They should. That would go well with so many. You could put that frosting, that Cinnamon Toast Crunch frosting, on a Ritz cracker.
Oh, yeah.
It would. It would be really good.
Yeah.
You could
lemon
use
cake, ooh, cinnamon lemon.
You could use it for so many things, and it would be absolutely delicious. But this is just one of the things that I kept to show you.
That on a cinnamon roll. Can you imagine that frosting spread on a pan of cinnamon rolls?
Yeah, forget the white frosting.
Yeah,
just put the Cinnamon Toast Crunch frosting.
I have cereals, but I'll go ahead and do all three of them. So this one is the Special K, the Kellogg Special K. This one is the brown sugar cinnamon. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The texture was good cinnamon flavor. Yeah, it was just, I mean, you just can't say enough about it.
And it wasn't an overload.
No, it was really, really good. I'm trying to think of which one of these I like the best. I'll mention this one next. This one is the Kellogg Cinnamon Sugar Rice Krispies. Again, very, very good cinnamon flavor, but they were good and sweet, had a good texture to them. Your standard Rice Krispie, but they had plenty of seasoning on them compared to some Rice Krispies that are just okay. And then the last one, probably my favorite out of the bunch, was the Marshmallow Cocoa Pebbles. I like anything Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, any of those things. The marshmallows actually did make a difference. They
add sweetness, yeah.
Yeah, whereas sometimes they add marshmallows just for a little texture difference. This one actually, you could taste them. But yeah, they were excellent.
And then I have three things here, but they're all from the same company. These are Spud Love, and these are potato chips. We do not see these around here, unfortunately. This is the cracked pepper. These were barbecue.
And sea salt vinegar.
Yeah, excellent potato chips.
They were really good.
I would buy these all the time, and I don't eat a ton of potato chips because once I do get started, it's really hard for me to stop. These, I'm the one that finished the bags. So Kevin finished the Snyder's, but I finished these. Loved them. Thought they were delicious. So now, Kevin, I tell you this at the end of every one of these videos, Kevin has another channel. It's called Lunchtime Review. And 4 days a week, he reviews something that's pre-made, that's like ready-made or frozen or something like that.
Or whatever.
Yeah, like if you're interested in Stouffer meals or lean cuisines or things like that, go to Kevin's channel and he will be reviewing those on that channel. Even if even like the Hormel meals that are shelf stable, he's reviewed all the Hormel meals. So 4 days a week he does that, but then 1 day a week he actually goes out to eat too. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
If you're interested in those meals, you just got to go to the channel, hit the magnifying glass, and type what you're interested in, because more than likely I've tried.
Yeah, he has a
I've tried a
playlist.
lot.
Yeah, he's tried a lot. He's been doing this for many years.
Yeah. So this one is one sent to us by Maria. It's ham flavored pasta basically. It's like egg noodles in. Yeah, it's like egg noodles but it's ham flavored. I gave this one a 4 out of 5, but the reason I kept it, a lot of times I don't keep 4s because I give 4s to not a lot, but I do give 4s to.
You should tell you how you score.
More. I give a score from 1 to 5.
Yeah.
5 being the best. So this one got a 4 out of 5. But like I said, I don't keep all the 4s, but I thought this one was neat enough because it was different. And we don't have a lot of ham flavored anything, pastas and stuff over here, you know. It really tasted more almost bacon-y than ham. It was like they cooked it in ham, I mean bacon. So anyway, that was really good. And Maria sent us, like I said, that's from Germany. And then this one was from Walmart. This is the Patty LaBelle Good Life Beef Brisket Stew. I actually gave this a 5 out of 5. In my note, I usually write on there, I like the sauce.
Oh.
So the sauce was so good and rich and flavorful, and the actual meat and everything in there was just really good. And the vegetables were actually cooked really well, because I don't like really crunchy, like blanched vegetables. I like mine cooked to within an inch of their life. So that's what these were. They weren't the really crunchy hard vegetables. They still had a lot of flavor to them.
Real quick. I was just looking. There are supposed to be 5 servings in this.
Yeah,
so
I
when
didn't
you
eat
see them at Walmart.
Yeah, they're in the family type meal section.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. So he not only reviews things that are for one person, he reviews some family meals too.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of family meals that are like huge that he hasn't tried.
Or you can't microwave them. A lot of them you can't microwave either.
If it can be microwaved, he'll review it.
And what I usually say with these big ones, you don't take the whole thing. You're not generally going to take the whole thing to work and heat it up and eat it. Normally, you're probably going to do it the night before and then put it into like leftover bowls, like whatever, Pyrex bowls or whatever, Ziploc
and
or whatever.
Reheat it at work.
And then reheat it at work. That's how I would recommend you do it because, you're probably not going to want to take this whole thing to work and eat it unless you got somebody you want to share it with.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really good.
So like I said, 4 days a week he does those types of meals. 1 day a week on Thursday, he always posts a restaurant review. So he tries to go out to eat somewhere, whether it be a fancy sit-down restaurant, but he gets it to go, if that's the case. And one of these this time was one of those places where most people eat it in. So you had the Papa John's extra large New York style zesty Italian trio pizza.
Okay.
You had Rafferty's bluegrass special and French fries.
Mm-hmm.
You had McDonald's. This was a classic. He had the Big Mac and the Filet-O-Fish. And then lastly, you had Five Guys kosher style hot dog, and you had a bacon cheese dog, and you had Cajun fries.
Right. So let me see.
Oh, you go ahead.
My favorite out of the bunch was probably the Papa John's pizza because I really liked first of all, I liked just the toppings I got on there, which was the Italian, but then I added the banana peppers to it. That was really good, but I also liked the crust because it was a kind of a mixture between a thin and a hand toss and a thin. It wasn't crispy thin, but it was thin enough to where you weren't getting all this bread. I really liked the crust, so that's probably my number one. I think I said during that video, I don't know anything about New York pizza. If you're from New York, you might look at that and go, "This is awful." But being not from New York, I just like that style of crust, regardless of what you call it. I just like that style crust. It was really good. My next one would probably be the Rafferty's. The Rafferty's was really good. It was a chicken sandwich with like barbecue, like pulled pork and stuff on it. That would probably be my number 2.
Didn't you look up Rafferty's? And they're not just in Kentucky, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like in this region, but they're not just
Was
here.
it Indiana or something?
I can't remember.
Okay.
It's like in this little circle around Kentucky. So,
right.
The McDonald's, McDonald's is okay. I don't go. I'd rather not go to McDonald's most times. I'd rather go to other restaurants. I'd rather go to Wendy's or Arby's or someplace like that because McDonald's for me, I don't know. It's not that's bad quality food. It's just doesn't taste as good as other places. That's just me. Right. And I know some people swear by McDonald's, would eat McDonald's every day, and I've just never been a McDonald's person. The Five Guys was good. I think if you had gotten stuff on top of the hot dogs, the Cajun fries were okay. They were just like, I didn't really like the seasoning on them. I'd rather have just the regular fries, honestly. But the hot dogs themselves, they were good hot dogs. I wish they had a little more char on them, like you would get on it if you were making them on the grill yourself. Mm-hmm. Where they had a little crispiness to them. I wish they charred them a little bit more. And if you add your own toppings to them, I think they would have been better. I do think they're overpriced, though. That's my only complaint.
Though, when Kevin, anytime we do reviews, we try to review it the way it comes. So Kevin, when he was reviewing the bacon cheese dog, he wanted to review it the way that it comes without adding a bunch of extra stuff.
Normally me, I'm going to add ketchup, mustard,
relish or something.
Ketchup, mustard, probably some grilled onions, maybe a few other things. I'm really going to soup it up,
Right.
But that would have covered up the flavor of the hot dog almost completely.
Right.
So that's why.
Just like with any of the stuff, though, just like the Patty LaBelle. Of course, he might want to add, or I might want to add pepper or something like that to it. But when we do the review, we try to review it the way that this is the manufacturer made it. They thought it was good enough to pass muster, so that we're trying it the way they want us to try it.
Right.
But the shocking thing about the Five Guys was that this hot dog, I swear it was like $6. It was over $6 or something.
The bacon cheese was $6.50 or something.
So I fully expected when he brought it out, because I was in the car during that review. You didn't know I was in the car, but I was in the car during that review. I fully expected to see a foot-long hot dog. No. It was a regular size hot dog for over $6. That's
now somebody in the comments said that
much.
they get their hot dogs specially made for them. That may be true, but for $6, man, think about how many I could buy. Like,
Packages
of like Nathan's or I could buy sausages for that matter, the grillable sausages, which is what I actually expected their hot dogs to be. Was more sausage like, but they weren't. They were just hot dogs.
Yeah, I think they're
way
very
overpriced.
expensive.
Yeah, I don't care how specialized the hot dogs are made for them. That's still really expensive.
It's still
for
worth over $6 for a hot dog.
Right. Yeah. When I can go get a pretty good sized roast beef sandwich for $6.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Anyway. But it was good. It was good. If you want to spend the money for it, go for it. Just get your own stuff on there. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't.
So to be clear, you would eat the Papa
I would go
John's,
get the Papa John's and I would go get the Rafferty's anytime, any day of the week.
but you wouldn't care to eat a Big Mac from McDonald's.
No, you know what? I hadn't eaten a Big Mac or a fish fillet in probably 20 years. And I don't care. It could be another 20 years.
You said the filet of fish tastes exactly the same.
It hadn't changed at all. It tastes like something you'd get out of your freezer and bake in the oven.
That used to be the only thing that I would eat.
Yeah. And you'd get a cup or a Big Mac. Sometimes you got a Big Mac with
I would get a
sauce.
Big Mac. But I'm talking about when I was young. When I was from a teenager younger, the only thing I would eat from McDonald's was a filet of fish because I wouldn't eat a hamburger on a bun. I was that weird kid. So then when I got to be about 12 years old, I would finally eat a hamburger on a bun. And then when Kevin and I got married, I was getting Big Macs. And so with a Big Mac, I would always order
an extra
Big Mac sauce. And it's like now, I didn't know any better then, you know, how many calories that was. Now I realize I was probably eating 400 more calories than all that sauce. But it was good. It was really good. But I hope you enjoyed the video. It's always fun to recap and to really accentuate the things that were really superb, that were really supreme, and things that we would get again. And you know, this was one of those rare months where we just didn't have anything that we hated. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing personally. But I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you at the end of February.